Hello yogis, and welcome to this short tutorial on the pose Ekapada Galavasana, otherwise known as our flying pigeon pose. Now this one is definitely up there in terms of the more advanced arm balances in our practice. Really requires quite a bit of openness through the hips. Also, you want to make sure you don't have any knee injuries coming into this. So if there are any knee injuries or you're pregnant, definitely sit this one out. Also if you have any wrist or shoulder injuries as well. This is one where I'll give it to you in a number of stages, okay? Just notice where you're at today and slowly continue working and progressing until one day you'll realize that you just happen to be in the pose. So take it to your own level, do what you can do for today and keep working on the key actions that will help you to get there. So I'll talk you through this posture. The key things really, again, it all comes down to the placement of our hands and how we use them. Okay, so again, upper arms hugging in towards the midline, fingers are spreading, actively rooting down through the hands to rebound up. This pose also has a fair bit of that cat action, so that rounding through the upper spine once we get into it. Some of the other things that are really critical is the connection that we get in our arms. So we come into like a figure 4 position here, and what's really critical is this hook. Okay, so as soon as I get my upper arm around the armpit near that foot, I'm drawing that foot around my upper arm, wrapping it, hooking it in so it doesn't go anywhere. That's super important. The other important thing is trying to get the other side of the shin high up into the armpit as well. So essentially I've created one big hook here. That's really, really important in this pose. If you lose the integrity of that hook, the whole pose falls to pieces. Okay, so actively engaging around the thigh. Very, very important. This is why knee injuries, you want to move really carefully into these poses. So I'll talk you through, I'll come into the posture and guide you as best as I can. This isn't the easiest one to breathe in as we go into it. So we start off in like a squatting position, and then I'm going to lift my right leg up and take my right foot over my left. Okay, so the right ankle crossing over the left thigh. I then start to reach down. Okay, you might be staying here for now. This might be enough for your hips. If you feel okay, I'm going to start to connect and get that strong hook of my foot around my upper arm. And I'm also bringing my other arm right under that shin at the armpit as best as I can. So I've got a really strong shelf happening here. Okay, can you see that? I'm going to rotate back this way. Okay, so once that strong shelf is up and happening, I place my hands down onto the mat. They're going to come slightly forward, spreading through the fingers. I might need to do a couple of little hops with that back foot, really get that into a position where I feel I can start to lean forward. Again, trying to bring my elbows over my wrists. And then I lean forward, I'm rounding through the upper back, pressing into the hands, try floating the foot. If the foot floats, maybe start to extend the leg out, reaching through the heel, breathing, keeping the upper arms drawn in, active hook around the foot, bend the knee, slowly come on down. Okay, so that's our flying pigeon. So we'll try and do that one on the other side. Same thing again. So the really key thing is setting up that foundation. It's about using those upper arms and the shin as a big shelf. So we're coming in on the other side. I'm going to show you the front view this time. So I start to come down. I'm going to cross my left leg over the right, quite near the knee, flex the toes, keeps the knee nice and safe. I then start to squat down. If I can, I bring the hands down towards the floor. Straight away, hook this foot around my upper arm. Really important is the pinky toe side. Okay, you want that to be actively drawing in. Hands come down, left armpit snuggles into the shin as well. So I've now got a nice strong base here. I've shifted my foot back a few steps. I start to lean forward. Maybe start to float this foot up. If it floats, we press down into the hands, draw up through the belly, extend the leg back, breathe, and slowly come on down. and release. And release the legs. Come to rest. And then stretch out the wrists. Maybe a little bit of this one feels good. Okay, so keep working on that one at home. If the hips are a little bit tighter, spend a bit of time in Pigeon, a bit of time in Lizard. Really open up the hips before you attempt this pose. Will definitely help you to come on in. Activating the core as well, always going to be important. Good luck with it, have fun. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Thank you all for joining me. Namaste.